With the Super Bowl right around the corner, you've got to make sure that you're going to feed your guests and the troops and all of you fans with some serious chili. Today on Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen, I'm going to show you my recipe for sweet and spicy chili. It is sweet, it is spicy, it's got some attitude, and it's going to have a lot of kick. A lot of kicks like what we're going to be experiencing on Super Bowl. So let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. My name is Sonya Paz and I am your Spice Master here on my YouTube channel. Now, before we get started, go ahead and click subscribe down below, hit the bell so that you can get notified when I have new videos. So, we got Super Bowl coming up right around the corner and you got to make sure that you are going to feed all of the troops coming to your house. You can do this all in your Instant Pot and you can take this and just take it and go. So I have this chili recipe that I've been doing for years and everyone loves it because it's different. It's sweeter, it's spicier, we've got some fusion flavors going on, but it still packs a kick and it's still super delicious. Now, I always like to try to mention substitutes that you can do for chili. So we're using ground beef today. You can use ground turkey. You know, I like to use the Bush's Grillin beans because these are, they're nice smaller beans. I am not a fan of kidney beans. Ugh, not my thing. But if you like them, then you can go ahead and add those. We're adding Sonya's sweet and spicy. We're going to add some fire roasted tomatoes, some sauce, and some spices. Now, I have been doing this recipe in the crock pot for years, up until about 2-3 years ago when I got my Instant Pot. This kind of is great for doing something that you want done fairly quickly. If you don't mind having everything sort of simmering really slow all day, then go ahead. This recipe you can certainly do in the crock pot, and I'll tell you at the end of the video what those times are that you can just set it. Now, there are a variety of beautiful, amazing flavors, and I'm just going to start off right here with, I have about 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds of ground beef. I have corn, and because we are in San Francisco, Northern California, 49er territory, I'm going to add some corn to give my, to kind of help brand my chili. Since we're looking at the red and gold of the 49ers, this is going to work out perfectly. And then I have a little bit of salt. In this container here, I have red pepper and I have paprika. I just wanted to combine those in two. I have a little bit of ground oregano. I have, this is my magic ingredient here. This is corn masa. It is flour made from corn, and this is what you usually use in tamales, but I like to add about 2 heaping tablespoons of this because I think it gives a really unique nutty flavor, very subtle nutty corn flavor to your chili, and it adds as a little bit of a thickening agent, so it really kind of brings everything together. I have my onions that we are going to cook ahead of time with my ground garlic, and then of course, look at this beautiful, rich, and vibrant chili powder. It is, oh God, it smells so good. I have molasses. This is some thick molasses. I like to add just a little bit to give a nice robust color to my chili, as well as a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overkill. And of course, Sonya's sweet and spicy sweet candy pickle jalapeno peppers. I have my fire roasted tomatoes. You can use diced tomatoes if you want, if you have fresh tomatoes that you had grown in your garden and they're in your freezer, or if you've canned them, by all means, you can certainly use that. I like this fire roasted because it just adds to the toasty roastiness of it all. And you know me, we're always roasting and toasting here at my kitchen. And of course, I have my just 1 small can of tomato sauce. I'm gonna add sauce because I want to add it to give this a little bit more oomph, but I'm not going to be draining any juices out of this, out of the fire roasted. Everything's going to go in there. So what I've also got in my pot is some olive oil, which I'm going to go ahead and cook in saute mode on my Instant Pot, I'm gonna add my onions and my garlic. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna mix this all up and we'll get started. All right, so I've turned this on to the saute mode by just hitting saute. We're gonna go ahead and add our onions and our garlic, and we're gonna go ahead and saute this and start getting all of that stuff simmered, and then we're gonna add our meat. All right, so I've got my saute mode on, and of course you can see I have my olive oil, and I'm gonna add my garlic, and I have about, oh gosh, how much do I have in here? I have about, I added my garlic, and I have about 2 heaping tablespoons of that. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my onions, and we're gonna just saute these until they become translucent. All right, this is perfect. Nice and translucent. The smells are amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding in my ground beef. Just gonna go ahead and put that all in here. And we're gonna just get this so that it's nice and brown. Getting the flavors of all the onions in here. So I end up using just a flat bamboo spatula in my Instant Pot. I like it because it gets everything off the bottom and gets everything really clean, so I know that things aren't sticking. And our meat is almost all done. Now you can see that there is juices that the meat is going to produce. I always use a 80%, 20, what they call it, 80-20. So what is it, 20% fat or something? Now, if you're using turkey, that doesn't really, I think you're good if you just use ground turkey. But I use a low fat because it's not gonna make a lot of fat, but I don't drain this. This is gonna add to the patina and the flavors of everything that we're gonna be adding. So now that our meat is pretty well browned, I'm going to add in one of the jars of the fire roasted tomatoes, and I'm actually going to turn this off right now. I'm just going to hit off. I don't want it to be cooking while I have my, I'm adding my ingredients. Now I'm going to add the second jar and this is the Hunt's fire roasted, and it is a 14.5 ounce. I got 2 of those. And then I have my sauce, and I'm gonna just pour that all in there. Get everything out of here. And then I'm adding in this really great, the Bush's Grillin beans. You can get the maple, you can get any flavor. They're all really fairly sweet. This one is the Southern Pit Barbecue. And this is my favorite. And this is the 22 ounce. They have a smaller size and they have a larger size. I guess it depends on your market and what they're carrying. And like I had mentioned, if you decide that you want to use kidney beans or anything else like that, you can certainly do that. So we're gonna just mix this up. And don't think we're done. We are far from done at this point. I'm gonna mix this up really, really well. I want to get everything just completely combined. I'm going to add my molasses. This is super thick and super, super yummy. So this is going to give it some color. I always like to mix everything in just as I'm adding it in. As you see, these colors are starting to really, now the chili powder, I'm going to go ahead and just add the whole thing in and start folding that in and mixing that up really super well. And this chili, now chili powder, you know, I know that a lot of people when they make chili, they don't let the chili powder really cook. In order for all those flavors to come out into the chili, all out of the powders, you have to let it cook really, really, really well. You can't just throw it in there and 10 minutes later. I'm a firm believer, because that's when I used to use my crock pot. I had I let all of that just really cook all day. So I have my, I have paprika and I have some red pepper powder that I'm gonna add in there too. And of course, the spicier that you want it, then you of course can add in more or less. Yeah, look at this, color is coming through. And I do add a little bit of oregano. Some people laugh and say, well, it's not Italian, it's chili, but it does. It adds a nice little herbiness to it that I really think helps build in all the flavors and helps marry everything together. I'm gonna add some of my Sonya sweet and spicy, of course. We're gonna go ahead and add that. And of course, mix that in. Beautiful, look at those jalapenos. Now I chopped those up. I went ahead and chopped those up ahead of time. You do not have to, you can add more in there. Of course, I would love it if you added more. And it's all good. Then I have my golden corn because we're 49er fans here. So sorry Chiefs, but we're gonna go ahead and add all that corn. Now look at that. Is this not 49er colors or what? So we're gonna just add those in. You don't have to. I love it because I end up making nachos with leftover chili and it's my favorite, my favorite, my favorite. So this is ready to cook. We're gonna add 4 minutes to the crock pot on high and let that do its thing. So I'm gonna go on to manual. I've got it at 4 minutes. I'm gonna let this cook up for 4 minutes and then we're going to do a slow release pressure. We're gonna do half and half. There we go. I'm gonna just stir this all up because you gotta stir it up. Don't look at all the juice on top and think, what happened? No, look at this. This is what you want. And I'm gonna tell you everyone, this smells absolutely amazing. Look at that. The corn and all the tomatoes. I'm gonna serve this up. We're gonna try this out and see how it goes. All right, so my chili is ready. This looks so good. And this is a lot of chili. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a lot. This is definitely going to serve up a lot of troops out there, a lot of football fans come game day or any day. Doesn't have to be football, it can be any time. But I thought since I was making this anyhow, I would certainly show you what I do and how I make sure that my game day chili or my winter chili or my summer chili, the way I make it and how I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to add in some shredded cheese, sprinkle that right on top. You can doll this up with anything. If you have onions that you wanna put on, a lot of people don't like sour cream. I do. And of course, I love eating it with chips. So I'll eat it as a dip while everyone is using a spoon. So I'm gonna add a dollop of my sour cream. And this is hot. This is hot. But look at this. This is, so excited. I guess I'll use a spoon. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and see how it turned out. Use my little cozy here. I'm gonna get some of the cheese, some of the sour cream, and look at the cheese melting. So yummy, so yummy. Gonna do the food dance. Okay, this is like super cheesy. Super cheesy. Is this gonna be the blooper reel? Or I'm gonna keep this in. So amazing. My favorite thing. Yum. And all of the roasty toastiness of all of the spices, the onions, the garlic. Of course, Sonya's sweet and spicy. The molasses makes a huge difference. It's super yummy. It adds a beautiful color to your chili and also gives it a really roasty flavor, which is one of the things that I think a lot of people try to figure out. What did I add? You know, did I toast those chilies myself? Did I, what did I do that was different? And I'm gonna tell you, it's the molasses. So amazing. Happy Happy food dance. Big time happy food dance. This, oh my God, so good. Like I said, everybody, this is an amazing, superior chili. This is one of my favorites. I don't usually enter in chilies into any sort of competition, but where I live, they had a chili cook-off about, I think it was 2 years ago, and I entered. And a lot of people said, wow, it's really good. It's interesting and it's different. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to compete with all the fire eaters out there. I know that they've got their following and I have mine. So there you have it. A super easy, beautiful chili that will fill you up on these cold days. Certainly a game day changer. Make nachos with this chili. I mean, put your nachos over just a big platter, pour the chili on, and add some cheese and sour cream, and it is to die for. What else can I say? I hope our team wins coming up here on Super Bowl Sunday. This chili recipe is going to be out there forever. So whether it's a Super Bowl, if it's a baseball game, hockey game, whatever, enjoy yourself. Grab a couple of IPAs and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself around family and friends and people that you care about, and let them know that you care about them. And make sure that you comment, because anytime that you can comment on our videos, it really helps our channel grow. I would love to hear from you, and I will always respond to all comments. Let me know. We are almost at 100 subscribers, so I hope that you can share this video with a friend. Try it out. If you don't do meat and you want to try this with all vegetables, let me know how it turned out, and then maybe I can create that recipe here on this channel. There you go. We are on Facebook, everyone. Sonya Sweet Spicy. We are on Instagram, Sonya Sweet Spicy. And of course, you can buy my 16-ounce or my 8-ounce sweet candied pickle jalapenos online, or see our map on our website to see if there's a retailer near you. We have Northwoods cheese out in the East Coast. They're in Wisconsin. It's not really East Coast, sort of East Coast. And they will sell to you. So contact them if you're on that side of the United States. And of course, if you're on this side of the United States in San Jose, there are a variety of different retailers. And of course, check us out at sonyasweetspicy.com, and I will personally fulfill your order. There you go. Go team. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to have a variety of different recap on so many amazing recipes that you can take to your game day festivities. There you go. Have a great one, everyone. Take care. Bye.